Yeah, you see, what I started this introduction, I informed you that the entire nation, given all the children that we have, only 350,000 policemen. And when you look at some of the local governments, I say some of the local governments, none of them can you say you can spare about 20 to 30 policemen in a single local government. The number of forces that are on the ground simply does not exist. To even get the 20 that you are talking about, you have to remove certain police forces, mobile police forces from other locations to put them there. So what we are saying is that the boots on the ground in the security structure of this country is terribly inadequate. So we have to sit down and rebuild the security structure in such a way that we allow local communities through community policing and the state government to have boots on the ground so that we can be able to mass and have enough men on the ground, to match any mobilization and any mass attack, that bandits might bring. If there were enough men on the ground, say about 100 well-armed policemen, this kind of thing would not have happened. But where do we get to more than the policemen? The policemen are engaged all over the north, all over Nigeria, 350,000 of them, apart from some of them who are guarding and doing several other guard duties and protecting major national infrastructure. So the major issue is not really a question of negligence or anything, but it's just that we don't have the boots on the ground. So the issue is that we have to now reboot the security structure of the country, change the security structure of the country so that we can have enough policemen and enough security agencies on the ground and in the locations. In this country today, there are so many open and governed spaces. Now, these open and governed spaces, particularly in forests, are the kind of sanctuaries that these hoodlums and criminals use to hide, only to emerge when they want to come out and attack helpless and helpless communities who have no means of defending themselves. So it's not a local issue. It's an issue that we have to deal with at the national level and particularly at the state level. But we have to also empower the states, allow the states through legal and constitutional means to be able to have their own local police and security forces, and also allow through community policing for local people to be able legally to come out and defend themselves. Because if we had that kind of local police and security presence on the ground, the bandits would not have even dared to even start the banditry in the first place. In the presence of these open spaces and the lopsided security architecture that we have in this country, that is the major cause of the banditry that we have. So the issue is not to say there is a blame on the authorities that are there now. What can the authorities do if they don't have the people to put on the ground to do all this kind of work? We have to sit down and look at the entire architecture, make the laws, change the constitution in any way possible so that we can be able to provide proper security for our own people.